We just finished grinding up 122 pounds of beef. You may remember the video we did May 31st part 2 when we lost Marilla. This was a huge loss for our farm. I won't go into great detail about it all because there are those 2 videos you can go and watch. But to sum it all up real fast, basically what happened was after struggling for hours trying to pull the calf out, we had to put her down. Our friends encouraged us to go ahead and process her. It was about midnight when we started to cut her open and gutted her. Then the next morning, it was a very warm day, but thankfully it wasn't too hot when our friends Josh and Amy and Uncle Matthew came back over and we cut her up small enough to fit into coolers. And then after a week of letting her set in the coolers, Mom spent hours and hours a day cutting her up into small enough pieces to put into a grinder, and then we put her into the freezer to wait until we could get a grinder. And after 4 days of grinding, we had just over 122 pounds of ground beef. How does it taste? The first day we started grinding beef, we actually had nachos for lunch just because we wanted to taste the beef. And then every night of grinding the beef, we had something. We had chili one night, we had tacos, we had spaghetti, and I really couldn't tell a difference in the taste. I don't think really anybody could tell a difference between Marilla and any of our steers. How much did it cost? It was the first week of June, and so it was really hot. It cost us about $500 in ice just to keep her cold that week before chopping her up into grinder appropriate size pieces. Thankfully, our grandmother let us borrow her grinder, so we didn't have to worry about a price on that. How much time did it take? A question that doesn't seem worth answering. It took us 4 hours, probably 3 or 4 hours to chop her up into pieces for the cooler. It took us multiple days to cut her into grinder appropriate sized pieces, and then it took us 4 days to grind her up. So all in all, it took us a long time. Was it worth it? No. My dad just told me that he's considering us processing the next cow ourselves. So yes, if you had it planned, it could go a lot better. It could be a lot cheaper. It could be a lot less time consuming. If you were going into it planning to process a cow, then yeah, it's probably worth it. Would I give it another try? Yeah, I'd probably give it another try.
You probably have to.
I'd probably have to. I'm probably gonna have to give it another try here in a couple months. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. Also check out our last video we did, which was the most expensive milk in the world, which is donkey milk. My sister Sayla made this awesome video about her donkeys and how she milks them.
Like and subscribe.